I don't want to be alarmist. I don't. I just want you to be prepared and knowledgeable about what you should be thinking about right now. Now, we're coming up on the end of the Medicare Annual Election Period, December 7th, just a few days away. What should you be doing? Well, if you're on Medicare Advantage, you have to take a look at that annual notice of change. Research, figure out what is changing in your plan for 2024. Medicare Advantage, lots of things could change. Deductibles, co-pays, co-insurance. Are your doctors, is your physician still in the network? Primary care, specialists, those Medicare Advantage plans, they can change a lot. So you have to identify what's changing. Doesn't mean you need to change your plan. Don't get hyped into all these benefits and all this stuff that these commercials that are out there. Don't get caught up in that. Look at the hard numbers, that annual notice of change that you received in late September. What is changing? Doesn't mean that you need to change your plan, but at least be fully aware of what's changing in 2024. So if you need to adjust your budget, you can adjust your budget. If you do need to change, if your doctors are no longer in the network, or those premiums or those copays are looking like, maybe I can do better elsewhere, you have a few more days left to make those changes. And don't think that if you're on original Medicare that you're somehow, you don't have to think about these things. Yes, you don't have to think about Medicare Advantage. You don't have to think about your physicians because chances are, the vast majority of physicians out there do accept Medicare assignments. So you're going to be good there. But you do have to worry about prescription D drug coverage. You do, whether you're Medicare Advantage and it's part of your plan, or your original Medicare and you have a standalone plan, or your Medicare Advantage and you have a standalone prescription drug plan. You have to take a look at that notice of change for that prescription, that Part D plan as well. What can change? Formulary can change. Yes, it can. Where do your drugs now fall on that tier within the formulary? What are the copays for your drugs now? You got to take a look at that. You got to see if your drugs are still there. Because if they're not, well, you may have to look at a different plan. If those premiums are changing to a level where, okay, the price increase is a bit much. I got to see what else is out there. I got to check the marketplace. Yes, even if you're on original Medicare, if you have Part D, which you should, most people do have Part D. Yes, most people do have Part D, whether you're using some of the discount drugs or whatever. A lot of folks are enrolling in Part D, so you have to take a look at what is changing. Doesn't mean, again, that you have to make a change. But at least you know what you're in for 2024, and you have till December 7th, so you have a couple of days left. Like I said, I don't want to be alarmist, but I want you to be fully aware so that when you go into 2024, you know exactly what to expect. Because I want you to make the decision that's right for you.
I got it. That makes sense, Dad.